What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl Blue, and I am back with another reaction video. So as y'all can see, y'all see the video that I have playing in the background. Today I'm going to react to CJ So Cool, and his basically pouring out his heart about him and Royalty's breakup. So let me just start by saying this. Before the whole breakup, for me, I was kind of like feeling some type of way because I'm like, why does he refer to the kids, meaning like Royalty's biological kids, as her kids? You know, I could kind of tell like towards, I guess, the end before they actually broke up that something was on the rocks because I remember a comment that he made in one of his videos that was saying, you know, those are her kids, we not married. You know what I'm saying? Then after that came the breakup, right? So I just wanted to address a few things in this video because for me, I do really see CJ's growth. CJ has admitted that he is very childish. And it takes a lot for a guy to admit those things, especially a guy that didn't have his mom, didn't have his father. That's very understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you grow up different, you can pretty much like understand it. And that's why I have like comments towards these videos. And I hope this reached CJ, not because I'm looking for any clout or anything, just because you do have real genuine people that have very valuable opinions that they can offer. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to touch on in regards to reacting to his video is when he was talking about basically how him and Royalty, in so many words, he was saying that they started to like drift apart. Now, I can kind of understand that because when you get with someone and y'all have been together for so long, and the way that they got together, you know, he basically was saying that they moved in the first day they met each other. Now, for a guy, of course, you're going to be on your P's and Q's if she got kids. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna make sure that you do everything that you gotta do. But for a woman, that's kind of like, you know, you let this man move in as soon as you met him and you have children. But I mean, look at the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some guys can turn out to be slum bags. Some guys could turn out to be like dangerous. Like, she really took a chance at letting him move in when they first met one another. But it turned out for the best. It really turned out for the best for all of them. You know, for Royalty, for CJ So Cool, and for the children. Because apparently she wasn't with their father, you know what I'm saying, when they met. And she wasn't even letting him see the kids, I guess, because maybe he was abusive or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the whole situation, but I can kind of see where, you know, they could grow apart because he was very young when they got together. 9 years is a long time, and now he's successful, right? But let's not forget the female role in this. Like, let's not forget, like, what Royalty's position should be in this whole thing, okay? Now, as a woman, like, you're with this guy for this long and, you know, y'all have YouTube, which his channel is called CJ So Cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, they do have the So Cool kids. They got their name on their back. They are very well known for, you know, being a part of his YouTube world. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the whole takeaway here is okay, he platform, and so this is what we need to do with it if this is where it's gonna go. Now, if she didn't want to continue with the whole YouTube thing, then of course she may want to get a job or anything, something like that. I don't know. But this is my problem. Like, and I know I'm just one person out of a million people. But this is my thing, and this is why I'm making a reaction video to this. Because a lot of what he was saying in this video is the truth. Like, a lot of it is the truth, and a lot of us actually see, we see his growth through these videos. Now, I feel that maybe when Nike came to Vegas, maybe that triggered royalty, and I can totally understand it. I can totally understand it, but I totally respect him not even like having a whole lot to say. Now, we all know, CJ, that I mean, you were kind of playing both sides, because some of the stuff that Nike know about royalty, like, how else would she know that? And vice versa. Some of the stuff that royalty know about Nike, like, how would she know those things if you were not divulging this information? So at one time, we do know that you had a hand in keeping up the drama between these two ladies. Now, I can see where, okay, you with royalty, so, you know, y'all gonna be talking about stuff, and you probably downplaying Nike, you probably dissing Nike or whatever, because she not letting you see Kamari the way you wanted to. But you and royalty were in that house, so you absolutely know what the vibes were when it came to royalty and Kamari. So I'ma just say I believe you on when you were talking about how royalty don't like Kamari. You know, I can kind of see that. And although it's very childish on royalty side, you know, I still feel like as a father, you should have still had a hand in checking that situation. But again, we all get it. You know, we all get it, especially those of us who have children. Because I saw that one of your comments on this video said, it was a guy who said the majority of the people that are commenting don't even have kids. So they wouldn't even know what's going on. They just gonna play both sides. And that is absolutely true. Like, a lot of your followers probably don't even have kids, so they just watching the video. They just want the drama. They just, you know, oh, well, you ain't nothing without the kids and all this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, we know that if it wasn't for you picking up your camera, with or without the kids, the videos would not get done. We all know that, right? So I agree with one of your followers when they said, like, a lot of these people who come in and don't even have kids. So, you know, that's why some of us who are actually parents, who are actually older, we actually see your growth, and we actually understand, like, where you're coming from, okay? Now, the second thing I want to touch on, because when I be watching the videos, I be saying this already. You know what I'm saying? When you told royalty, you like, okay, you going out there with Funny Mike, let me get my twins. Royalty, I hope you see this video, honey, because what's the problem? What is the problem? Like, not even the fact that y'all paid to have those children, but y'all, those are both of y'all children. Like, what really gives you the right to keep those kids from him? Because legally, CJ was never abusive to you. You know, your feelings being hurt and your pride and your ego being hurt does not give you the authority to say when and where he could see his kids, how he could see his kids. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's not going to court, you know, I really commend him on that, because I always tell guys that I know, like, if she won't let you see them kids, take her ass to court, because women be quick to go to court and put these men on child support. They be quick to run down there to the courts and do this and that. And I'm very glad that you have not done that, Royalty, because you know, and I hope you don't do it, because you know that shit will be foul for you to do that. You know that. But at the end of the day, sweetheart, let me tell you something. Woman to woman, you're not hurting nobody. And I mean nobody but them kids. You're not hurting CJ. You're not hurting yourself. You're hurting nobody but Cordelia and baby CJ. Them the only two people that's being affected in this whole thing. Yeah, CJ is hurt. You know, we can all see it in his videos. He's hurt. And we see him calling you even when Nike was around to see his kids. There is no way that you should be that dang on bitter that you not gonna let him see them kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, most women, I'm gonna say most women have that attitude. Most women have that type of attitude when the man is not providing financially or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. Even if this man was broke and didn't have no money, that still does not give you the right to keep them kids from him. Because fathers are just as important, if not more important, than mothers. They are just important. You know what I'm saying? Because fathers give that balance. Okay? Now you have a son and a daughter. Y'all have two. Those babies need their father. Okay? And I hope you're not speaking negatively around them about him as to sway their feelings toward him. Now, I won't speak about Jalea, I won't speak about Leon, and I won't speak about Nation, okay? But deep down inside, one side of me still feel like they really kind of miss him, like, because he was actually the father figure in their life. So deep down inside, I know that on the video, they were happy to be away from him, and you know, they were happy that there was no arguing and stuff like that. But let's be real. A lot of times it be the woman who be starting all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, as women, we have to protect our children from that type of negativity. Okay? When me and my husband argue, when we have a disagreement, we do it in a way to where our child don't know what's going on. Because kids should never, ever be involved in these types of things. And Royalty, again, I respect you as a mother. I respect you as a woman. But you got a lot of growing up to do too, honey. Like, you really, really have a lot of growing up to do. Again, if you were not happy in that situation, I'm glad that you took the step that you had to take to get out of that situation. I'm glad you did that. But that does not give you the right to keep them kids from him. That man was not abusive to you, and we know that. He was probably annoying. He was probably childish. He probably stepped out a few times. But, I mean, look at the levels. Look at where y'all came from and look at where y'all are now. You know what I'm saying? These things, I'm not agreeing with it, but these things happen. These things happen, sweetheart. But him cheating still doesn't give you the right to be like, oh, you can't see your kids, or I have to be there when you see your kids. Girl, we have enough of that. We have enough kids growing up without a father. We have enough of that. Okay? God forbid if something happens to you today, and I'm not speaking nothing negative, nothing ill over you, but sweetheart, do you understand if anything happens to you today, them babies gotta go with their daddy, not your mama. They have to go with their father. Now, Jalea, Carnation, and Leon, they'll probably be with your mama, but the twins gonna have to go with their daddy. So I'm gonna need you to tighten up. I'm gonna need you to tighten up, sis, because there's enough guys out here who don't give a damn about their kids. It's enough of that. But there are also some bitter women who play a role in keeping these kids from these guys, and that's too much. It don't got nothing to do with money. It should never have nothing to do with money, sis. It should never have nothing to do with money. It's not CJ's job to take care of you. Okay? It wasn't his job to take care of your children, but he did. And if I had a hat on, I would take it off to him. Again, that's not excusing the stuff that he did. But a lot of guys would not do that. And you know that. You know that. Don't act like you grew up with your dad. I don't know if you did or not, but from what you tell us, you did not. So you want to continue to keep that cycle going on, having fatherless children, and you have a father here who wants to be in his child's life. Like, no, I don't respect that, not one bit. I do not respect that. And you need to grow up. And I totally agree with CJ. When you go to Funny Mike, yes, take your kids, take Leon and Jalea and all them, take them. But I promise you, the twins not gonna miss nothing. They not gonna miss nothing. They gonna have just as much fun right there with their daddy. That's only right. That's the only right thing to do. Even when you went before, we can't change the past, but even when you went before, you could have left them kids with him. See, you try to do stuff out of spite, and it ain't gonna do nothing but come back and bite you in your butt. That's all it's gonna do. It's gonna come back and it's gonna bite you in your butt, sis. And I'm here to tell you, nothing good comes out of doing stuff out of spite. Nothing. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about before I wrap this video up, because I do not want to make this long at all. When it comes to cleaning up, now, I don't agree with what CJ said as far as the kids should have been cleaning up after the twins and things like that. No, that's their mama job. Honey, you were a stay-at-home mother. That house should have been cleaned from top to bottom. And yes, you should have saw to it that the older children kept the majority of the house clean, as far as like their room, their bathroom, even the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, the common area. Yeah, you should have seen to it along with you, because they are old enough to help you out. But no, I don't think they should have been held responsible to keep the twins clean. Now, I done seen a few videos just as a watcher where I was like, oh my God. And I didn't comment on it or nothing, you know, but I was like, why do that house look like that? You know, now I know sometimes we get a little busy, we get a little tired up, you know, but at the end of the day, like, that will turn a man off who is the breadwinner. They're the breadwinner, even if they're not the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody who actually is bringing in the majority of the money, paying all the bills, like, that will turn a man off. I work from home. And I still do what I gotta do to make sure this house look presentable when my husband get home. Don't no man want to come home to no dirty house. That's a turnoff. That's a turnoff. And if you're a stay-at-home mother, if you have the privilege, honey, because that is a privilege. If you have the privilege to be a stay-at-home mother, I'm sorry, that house should be clean. Now, okay, if you tired, I get that. Hell, pay a maid to come in and clean up maybe once every other week or so, or once a month. Maybe pay a maid to come in and like deep clean, you know what I'm saying? But you keep it up from there. So I get it. It's more than just having your body together. Like, it's more than just having your hair together. Like, don't no man want to come home to no dirty house when he got this big nice house. You know what I'm saying? And the woman at home all day, every day. You got these grown kids. Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people grow apart. Like, people, you know, be together 10, 20, 30 years. They may grow apart. It's nothing wrong with that. You know, people, it happens. It happens. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm going to be with you forever. But sometimes it don't happen like that. And that's quite all right. But royalty, from Blue to you, honey, don't do them babies like that. Don't do that. Please break the cycle of women being bitter and keeping their babies from the father. This man has a safe environment for them to be in. I know he not gonna let nothing happen to them. He got D-Lo, who is a great example of a father. I feel like D-Lo is actually the person that's helping CJ mature. It's not for you to say, well, you can't do this. And no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, because you still got your other kids that you got to raise. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair that you getting all this time and you decide when you want to answer the phone, when you don't want to answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you got to give me some money. Like, sis, we got enough of that. Okay? We have enough of that in the black community. Okay? The government, the world, whatever, already came in and removed the black man from the home. That was the agenda from the beginning. Now you have successful black men that want to be in their kids' lives. Okay? Don't be that woman that's gonna keep them kids from him. Okay? And then the last thing, I know I said, but the last thing that I want to touch on, somebody in CJ comment said he gonna lose it when royalty get another man. No, he not. No, he not. I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy for royalty getting another man. Yes, he expresses that he want his family back. Hell, because he want to see his kids. He want to be able to be around his kids every day like he was. I'm pretty sure that's why he's willing to get back with her. But as long as she get another man and she letting him see his kids, I promise you, he gonna be all right. Y'all need to get off the gas. Y'all need to get out these comments being negative. Y'all need to get out these comments being spiteful. Y'all need to grow y'all ass up. Okay? Y'all need to grow up. And if you don't have no kids, don't comment. Don't say nothing about a father, a mother, what they should do, what they should. Don't do it. Keep your comment to yourself. Anyway, y'all. That's my little 2 cents on that situation. Make sure you drop a like on my video. Make sure you comment, please. I love reading y'all comments. And make sure you subscribe. Turn on that post notification so you can know when I'm dropping another video. I'm really trying not to lean into these comment videos and stuff, but I just have a lot to say. And it won't be all about CJ So Cool, but he is one of the people that I watch. So, I'm out. Peace, y'all.